India's national stock exchange is finally expected to go public later this year in what is widely considered one of the country's most anticipated IPOs. Listing attempts have been delayed for almost a decade due to regulatory investigations into allegations related to governance and market access. The decks are now cleared, but there are questions about investor appetite given domestic and global market volatility. Rebecca Bundhun reports for CNA from Mumbai.
The National Stock Exchange, or NSE, has around 3,000 companies listed on it. Now, the bourse itself is getting ready to go public.
It has become one of those biggest IPOs that people have been waiting for a very long period of time. And even though it is not a new, fresh issue, it is offer for sale, you're still looking at the 20 key investment bankers that are taking this IPO live to public. There's a lot of interest that's already being generated.
The NSE was established in 1992 and is now India's largest stock exchange. Its shares, however, are likely to be listed on its rival, the Bombay Stock Exchange, since Indian regulations prevent bourses from listing on their own platforms. The NSE is expected to file its draft red herring prospectus, which is the first step in the listing process, by June. There may not be a flaw with shouting traders here, but billions of dollars worth of transactions are quietly executed on the NSE every day. And with its IPO, investors from households to major financial institutions will get a chance to own a stake in one of the most critical pillars of India's capital markets. The listing has been years in the making. Plans first announced in 2016 were stalled after allegations of corporate governance lapses and unfair access for traders, something the NSE always denied. Since then, analysts say changes in the exchange's leadership, improved technology and tighter regulatory practices have helped clear the path forward.
You have the entire structural change also that happened. So all the prior fines, all the regulatory compliance issues also that happened, NSE very clearly came up with a very strong structural framework to ensure that none of these compliance issues come ahead.
But external risks remain. Global market volatility, driven by Middle East tensions and shifting interest rate expectations, has made investors more cautious.
A lot of companies are putting their listing plans on hold right now, given the volatility. It's anybody's guess how long it's likely to continue. But I think there's another 6 to 9 months before NSE is ready to hit the market. By then, maybe the market scenario could change.
Market watchers say the NSE's IPO could be a landmark moment for India's capital markets, and one that both investors and the exchange may be reluctant to delay again. For CNA, I'm Rebecca Bundhun in Mumbai.